Guys, so we are back today and we are going to continue our previous video where I started making a quiz, and this is what we finished till now. This is my screen one. We just added one sample question with two options which are buttons, and we also did some code for that. So the correct answer is star. So if the correct answer is clicked, it will turn green and the other answer will turn red, and both will be disabled so that the player cannot click the buttons again and again, because when we add scores and if the user is able to click buttons again and again, then it will just create glitch in the game. Same way, if the user plays this button which is the wrong answer, same thing will happen. The right answer will become green, the wrong answer will become red, indicating that this is the wrong answer. Now today we are going to go to the next stage, which is the most important stage, and which will make your quiz more interesting and interactive for most of the players, especially who are competitive, is the scores, right? So today we are going to learn how to add scores to our games. Now this trick can be used for any type of game, but I'm going to show you with my quiz. I want my scoreboard to be shown up. So what I want is, I want to remove this title called screen 1, which is looking just weird here. So I will go in the properties panel and just delete this. The title is gone. Yeah. If you want to write something else over here like quiz, yeah, there. And what else I can do is, I can now add a horizontal arrangement, because as I said, I want to add it before the question. So this is my horizontal arrangement. I'm making my horizontal arrangement width as fill parent, and I'm going to make the height automatic. Why? Because now in this I'm going to add a label. As you know, label is used just to display text, not to take text from the user. So I'm going to add my text to this label here, and I will call it as score. There. You can also play around with the font size, font design, color. I'm not doing all that right now. Besides that, I want another label which I will keep empty for now, but I'm going to rename it though, because this is the label where my score will be displayed. Okay, so I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to call it as LBL score, or display score. If you see, I'm using camel hump method. That makes it easy for you to understand the labelings or whatever you name them. So there it is, and I'm going to just make the font size big, same as the other label, to maintain consistency. That's it. Now the main thing is to make the score, because when the user clicks on the right answer, they should get +1. Okay, the score should be increased by +1. Now please look at this section carefully, because you need to understand each and every step. Now in math, when you have an identity which is not fixed, it is called as variable. For example, x, y, z, you use letters, and the value of the variables can change depending on the situation given in the question. Same variable we will use here, this. So we are going to initialize, because right now I don't have any other variable. So I'm going to start by initializing a variable. So when I initialize a variable, I can give whatever name I want. So I'm going to call it as score for now, because it's for score. So initialize variable score. Now how will the score, because the thing is, initially when my game starts, obviously I want the score to be 0, right? So I'll go to math, I'll take this number and I'll just make it 0. That's it. So when my game starts, the score, or the variable called as score, is 0. Okay, now the logic is simple. When the button star is clicked, is sun a star? Answer is yes. So sun is a star, right? So when the button star is clicked, my score should be increased by 1. So what will I do is, when button star dot clicked, you go to set label. You remember we made a label to display the score. So we will set that label, which is initially 0, to get variable, and we will add it to +1. So whatever variable value is there, that +1. So I'll just take number, and there, and +1, and here by default whatever variable name you have, you can add that. So look at the logic here. When my game starts, this is 0, the score is 0, and when the correct answer is clicked, oh sorry, this is not background color, this should be text. Okay, so LBL display score is basically the label where my score will be displayed, is get score, whatever value is, which is currently 0 +1, right? And this you have to do for every correct answer, not for the wrong answers. For wrong answers, it will just stay the same, whatever score is there. Okay, and I can also do one thing, because the thing is, once you have played the game, the score has changed, it will keep like that only, it will stay like that only, and I don't want that. So I want that every time this game is restarted, I want the score to go back to 0. So I want to say that every time the screen is loaded, so control, oh sorry, screen, I'm talking about the screen, yeah. So when the screen is initialized, okay, there, I want to set the label text to get. Oh wait a minute, I can just make it 0 every time it starts. So this will make sure that every time my screen starts or this game starts, my variable will go back to 0. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I think this should work now. Let's go and check if the score is working or not in our emulator on our phone. And the code for my AI companion. There, it's connected. Now let's see if our code is working or not for the score for now. Okay, so the score is 0 as shown in the beginning. Now I'm going to click on the right answer. There, the score increased by 1, and now I can't click again and again, because if you remember, we had displayed the we had disabled the buttons. So once there is answer, it is answered, the user cannot answer again and